Infinite Opportunities helps you learn more about the wide range of enriching opportunities at Pennsylvania's 14 state system universities. This week, we focus on how universities across the state system prepare students for their occupational opportunities. But first, we'll hear from California University of Pennsylvania's interim president, Geraldine Jones.
Hello, I'm Frank Brogan, the Chancellor of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and a very proud member of an organized effort to bring higher education to the people of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the country, and the world. 14 wonderful universities strategically located around the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, serving over 110,000 undergraduate and graduate students with over 500,000 living alumni scattered throughout our area, making a difference in the lives of everyone in Pennsylvania now and into its future. We're so very proud, and we believe it's important to introduce you to one of our presidents of one of our universities, California University, located in beautiful southwestern Pennsylvania. Geraldine Jones not only is an alum of CalU, but also is serving currently as the interim president of the institution for a period of 3 years, a long-term interim, and she's done a remarkable job of bringing stability to the university and at the same time helping to forge a new path for California University's future. She is a longtime resident of Pennsylvania. Not only that, she and I share something in common. She and I both started our education careers in elementary education. Geraldine as a second grade teacher, and I started a long time ago as a fifth grade teacher in the state of Florida. So we are delighted to have her with us today, and welcome, Jerry Jones.
Thank you, Chancellor.
If you could, tell us a little bit about California University.
Thank you, Chancellor. Thank you for the opportunity to have a conversation about our university. California University was founded in 1852, and we are nestled in a scenic bend along the Monongahela River, just 35 miles south of Pittsburgh. During this time of our proud 163-year history, we have graduated hundreds of thousands of contributing members to the fiber of this country. Currently, we have 53,000 living alumni who have careers as diverse as teachers, CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, and five-star generals in the U.S. military. Over this time period, we have diversed into a comprehensive regional institution, a university that now offers bachelor's, master's, and a new doctorate degree program. We believe our responsibility in the 21st century and beyond is to provide our students with credentials that will provide them and prepare them with the adaptability required to effectively compete, succeed, and contribute in this global economy. In recognition of this challenge, we feel uniquely qualified to prepare our students to be leaders in this ever-changing global society.
Geraldine, you and our other 13 presidents as well are preparing for yet the opening of a new and another academic year. It's always a very exciting time for us as we ramp up for the opening of the next school year. You mentioned, very briefly, touched on a new academic program. Not only one, I'm aware of a number of new programs that Cal is looking to put in place and begin implementation this fall. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the new academic programs taking place at California University?
Yes, Chancellor. Over the last few years, we have developed and now are offering 12 new academic programs. We have our new program in commercial music technology, and we have our new program in mechatronics engineering technology. And that program is headed by Dr. Jennifer Wilburn. And this is an up-and-coming area. And this area allows us to offer all kinds, many kinds of opportunities for students to be employed in the area. And each year for the last few years, we have held a robotics competition, both with FIRST Robotics and also with Bots IQ. That attracts students from high school students from at least 63 high schools, not only in Pennsylvania, but outside the state, and as far away as Ohio, and even in the Midwest, the students come for that particular program. So we're very excited about the possibilities that this new program will deliver.
That's outstanding. And again, that program and others like it join a complement of academic programs which really bring a great deal of prestige to California University. And I know your students will be excited, all 8,000 of them, to come back and begin that new academic year. So will the faculty, by the way. As an old faculty member, I would get as excited every year for the opening of the school year, I think, as the students did. Tell me something regarding how the faculty and the students reach beyond the classroom and the laboratory at Cal. We're always very proud of our 14 universities on campus, and we should be, but I don't think many people know how we translate what they do on campus in the learning environment off campus. And I know at Cal, some of the work that you and your faculty and your students do around the country and even around the world in places like Costa Rica have really brought a great deal of pride, but even more, a great deal of experience to the students who are engaged in those outreach programs.
And as a result of that, Chancellor, we now have our Center for Undergraduate Research, and our students have the opportunity to do research with their faculty members. You mentioned Costa Rica, and our faculty member has students travel with her to Costa Rica for her research there, not only in Costa Rica, but in Madagascar. And our students travel all over. And then we do domestic travel as well with our meteorology program. Our students this summer, they are traveling, and they are in Oklahoma and Texas and in Colorado. And when they were in Oklahoma, they had a chance to, and they did, spot a tornado. Yes.
Fantastic. The experience that you can get outside of that classroom, where you learn at the knee of some incredible faculty at Cal, but then to be able to take that on the road and apply what you've learned really drives home the importance of the educational experience to our students. You know, I wanted to give you an opportunity, as I do with all of our presidents, to talk about some of the other accomplishments of the institution. And you don't have to wander far at Cal to do that. When you look at your athletic programs at California University, you've had some amazing achievements this year, and I wanted to give you a chance to brag a little bit about those. So tell us a little bit about your athletic program at Cal.
Thank you, Chancellor, for the opportunity to do that. This year we had a national championship, Division II, our women's basketball team. Our softball team, they are now ranked number 4 in the nation in NCAA Division II. And in our PSAC conference, we had 5 PSAC champions this year. And I might add, they are all in women's sports. Of course, our women's basketball, our women's softball, our women's volleyball, our women's tennis, and our women's golf. So we're very proud of the accomplishments of our athletes at the university. And I also might add that as good as those students perform on the field and on the court, equally in the classroom. So I'm very proud of their performance in the classroom as well. And one of our basketball players, Mickey Glenn, she is on our championship basketball team, is a chemistry major at the university. So these students are doing very, very well academically.
That's fantastic, and I know we being myself and especially the Board of Governors for our state university system, we like to take the opportunity to pay tribute to some of those championship teams. I know we've got an upcoming meeting at which we're going to pay recognition to some of the national championship teams that we celebrate from our system during the course of this year. Tell me a little bit about how athletics connects with the broader community, whether it's the alum base or whether it happens to be just members of the community in southwestern Pennsylvania, and what that brings to the university.
In southwestern Pennsylvania, sports is something that is very, very important, as you may know. We are very proud of the performance of our students, not only on the field and in the court, but also in the classroom. And then that has that outreach into the community. In the community, our students are well represented there, and they are involved in the schools, and they go out to work with other young people in the area as well. And they're involved when we do the big event at the university, when they are working with the senior citizen population in the area as well. So then everyone has an opportunity to not just see them as athletes, but really to see them as contributing members of the local community.
Ambassadors for
Ambassadors.
the university. I'm not sure people really understand the power that a well-organized athletic program can bring, not just to the university, but to the broader community. And I know that's what you're working hard to do at Cal. Well, Geraldine Jones, I can't say thank you enough, both for taking time from your busy schedule to be with us on this segment, but also for giving us so much good information about California University. I'm excited about the year coming up for Cal, and I believe based on just a number of the things that you've said, there is good reason to be. The future of that university is in good hands. So we thank you very much for being with us today and look forward to having you back someday to give us more information about California University.
Thank you, Chancellor.
Coming up next, explore more opportunities offered at the universities in Pennsylvania's state system of higher education.
It takes courage to raise your GPA and raise a toddler.
To clock out of work and into class.
To fight for your country and for your college degree.
To start your freshman year at age 35.
You're ready to pursue your dreams? Let us show you how Clarion can give you the confidence to get started. Courageous, confident, Clarion.
Welcome back to Infinite Opportunities. Next, we go to California University of Pennsylvania to learn more about mechatronics.
Hi, this is the future calling. We've got some needs here in the energy sector, advanced manufacturing, robotics. So if you could train large numbers of people to have multidisciplinary skill sets in engineering, mechanical, electrical, computer science, that'd help out a lot.
Mechatronics is the combination of mechanical and electrical engineering with computer science and control systems. This is the first four-year mechatronics degree program of its kind in Pennsylvania. Jobs in fields like mechatronics have been identified by the state as high-impact occupations. That means these are the jobs that are really what we're expecting to grow the most in the next 10 years.
At Census, historically we would do more of an on-the-job type training. It would be a long process to develop them. The folks with a mechatronics background, they already have a lot of these basics that we're after.
I looked into Cal U because I really liked how we integrated all three fields into one working piece.
I like the new factor of it, I like how broad it is, how many bases it hits.
If you love anything in the engineering field, this is the place for you.
I grew up overseas in North Africa, and Cal U was a great option. We have so many resources with professors that came from these fields.
To have people that are familiar with the industry give their input as to what they want or what they need is vital.
In a lot of ways, this program was developed by industry.
We're looking for someone that has a very good engineering base, very good working knowledge of engineering, but also is able to apply things, has a good hands-on type attitude.
Our students not only learn the theory of why things work, but they actually learn to put that into practice and create the systems. I look for very driven students, motivated students, students who like to solve problems.
We have a lot of hands-on labs here in which we are assembling components. As we do this, we are learning simultaneously.
The labs do a great job at exposing you to different things. They teach you the basics about breadboards. They teach you the basics about programming.
We get new equipment, so we're always up to date with whatever they're working with out in the field.
The ultimate plan for mechatronics is to lead to good paying jobs in industry where there is a demand and where there is a growing field.
You learn how electrical components work and then build those circuits. It's pretty radical. Not many college students can do that.
It gives me a lot of confidence to know that whenever I enter the field, I've done all these labs and have all the hands-on experience. I know how to use all the tools that they could possibly throw at me.
I felt that I was very prepared to go into work the first day because a lot of the things that we do in lab are the exact same things that I see.
I believe that this is evolving and it will be something phenomenal.
Coming up next, explore more opportunities offered at the universities in Pennsylvania's state system of higher education.
We are the link that will invigorate a community of partnerships that will make a significant difference to our local community, the region, and even the nation.
I am John Anderson, president of Millersville University. We are making things happen here for our students, for our graduates, for the world. Join us.
Welcome back to Infinite Opportunities. Next, we go to Cheyney University to learn more about hospitality programs.
HRTM stands for Hotel, Restaurant, and Tourism Management. A shorthand term is hospitality, and it's actually the world's largest industry.
It's a booming industry that's been around for a long time and will continue to be around.
What we find with HRTM is that there's a lot of interest actually in cooking, with the proliferation of cooking shows like Chopped, like Cutthroat Kitchen, like Iron Chef. When we teach and talk about HRTM here at Cheyney, we use 5 major areas. There's hotels and lodging, food and beverage, travel and tourism, recreation and leisure, and meetings and events.
The professors here at Cheyney, we all come from the industry.
2015 was our 40th anniversary year, so we're delighted to have been doing what we do for as long as we have. One of the things that sets HRTM apart here at Cheyney is that it's about experiential learning. So we don't just teach about hotels, we teach about hotels, then we go to see a hotel. We don't just talk about restaurants, we go to see restaurants.
I love being around people and helping people, and I knew that the hospitality department was for me after talking to my professors here.
We have a flexible 50-seat dining room and huge teaching kitchen that we allow the students to manage and essentially run as a business. The same people who train folks at Marriott and other major hotel companies and industries around the world actually teach our students. We bring them in for a 2-week, a 4-week period and have them directly share this information with our students, and it makes them a lot more prepared and ready for the real world.
Majority of our students, as majors and minors, complete an internship starting their sophomore year through their senior year.
We have a fantastic job placement rate for our graduates here at Cheyney. For the last several years, our job placement rate has been well into the 90s. For the last 2 years, our job placement rate has been 95%.
I'm coming away once I graduate with the offer from Darden Industries. In July, I will be starting a management position with them as a manager with Olive Garden.
Our students are people who love to learn, and they're constantly asking questions.
The best thing about this program is that it's kind of a learning community. The professors and the students alike welcome you. I'm the first minor in the HRTM program.
This is a very exciting program on campus. We do a lot of experiential things. Students love to get involved.
By us being the smallest major on campus, we are also the dynamic major on campus.
So it definitely feels like a family where everyone around you wants you to excel.
We're a small department, and we really care about our students, and we make sure that our students are well prepared when they leave here.
Coming up next, explore more opportunities offered at the universities in Pennsylvania's state system of higher education.
My passion is in editing. I'll be in there for 8 hours and I'll look at the time and it feels like it was 5 minutes.
Video production is something that you've never seen. You never know what's gonna happen. Every day that you come into the studio, something's new. And the problem solving is the best part.
The payoff is worth it. When you see that final project that you completed, you open it up and you're like, wow, I created that and it's awesome.
To unleash your inner Husky, visit bloomu.edu/perspective today.
Welcome back to Infinite Opportunities. Next, we go to Shippensburg University to learn more about electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering is an important field to study because it is the backbone of our modern technological society. We don't have cell phones and computers and TVs without electrical engineering. This is the field that drives the innovations that drive today's technology.
Figure out what resistor I'm actually using to dial in what kind of range I'm looking for.
We have very strong computer science program and computer engineering program. So we can combine the electrical engineering and computer engineering and computer science together. So if you study at SHIP, you can have both hardware experience and software experience.
The first project that we ever deal with in our actual lab
We start off with a board where essentially we have a circuit that has maybe 3 or 4 problems that we have to identify and then fix ourselves, and you test it, and if it works, then great. If not, then rehash and try again. And it allows us to understand the process that a lot of these companies have to go through, from starting from an idea to going towards end product.
I like the size of this department because we are big enough that we have the resources to buy equipment that students can be engaged in lots of cool and interesting projects, but we are small enough that I still know the names of all of my students. I think there is strength in having all of the programs in one department. The computer engineering students work with the electrical engineering students and build things that the software engineering students and the computer science students write the software for. So we aren't isolated from each other. It's an interdisciplinary focus on how we do things, so they play together well.
Hands-on experience is really important because that's what employers really want to see. They really want to see that you know how to use the equipment. We take theory and we get to apply it to practical use. And that's really when you get the big picture and you get to hone in on your skills and really utilize them to the best of your abilities.
Yeah, it's starting to flow.
Yeah, I can see it. One of the projects I did for one of my classes was to design a circuit board and have a certain functionality for it. And we went from the design to the final product using computer software to the hardware, and then back to the software to program. And by having the hands-on experience, you really get to figure out how things actually work.
So you have nozzles overlaid on top of that. You want that pretty much on center.
With an electrical engineering degree, you can do a lot of different things. They include electronics engineering, electronics technicians, they include power systems, industrial controls, they have the background to become management, they have the background to become designers. Really the whole broad spectrum of technology that drives our society. You know, everyone thinks that all these jobs are going overseas into China, but that is so far from the truth. Most of the design work is still being done here in the United States. You know, Apple develops all their products in the United States. Google develops their products here in the United States. Those are all areas that are just high demand for computer and electrical engineers.
I am very glad that I chose to come to Shippensburg. I was amazed with a smaller school, how many opportunities there are for internships. And after I'd been in my internship and came back to class the following semester, that it gave a lot more depth to the things I was studying. I kind of understood some of the concepts already, and it really helped give me a little edge.
Try to pull something off again while you got the chance. Good opportunity to practice. Sure.
We have an opportunity to work with these students who are coming in and really prepare them for a professional career. And we get enthusiastic about the projects that we build and the things that we do. And I want to share that enthusiasm with the students. And to come into electrical engineering and do all these great things and to have real experience along the way is just a fantastic combination of practice and theory.
I think the thing that distinguishes us is that our faculty have industry experience and our classes are designed around actually building things. And when you pick a school, you really want to find a department that has energy and excitement about what they're doing. And I think that's part of what makes us, us.
Coming up next, explore more opportunities offered at the universities in Pennsylvania's state system of higher education.
Why did you choose Lock Haven University, Clearfield?
Because it's convenient, it's affordable, and the faculty's awesome.
Because I'm getting a great education that's close to home.
It's the right size and right fit for our students.
At LHU Clearfield, I get so much more than I pay for.
It's for the friendly student atmosphere, and I love coming here.
It's a great learning environment.
Working at LHU Clearfield allows me to help our students achieve their goals.
Because it'll help me get a great career.
See you at LHU Clearfield. Welcome back to Infinite Opportunities. Next, we go to Indiana University of Pennsylvania to learn about culinary arts.
I decided to come to IUP because I did an open house here and everybody was just so nice and they basically welcomed me as if I was already a student, and I just love that.
I chose IUP after doing research into a couple different culinary schools, and the hands-on approach taken here at the school as well as the great externship offers really made me decide on coming here.
Our mission here at IUP Academy of Culinary Arts is to train culinarians with the skill and the knowledge to become chefs, pastry chefs, and managers and food and beverage directors.
The faculty is awesome. I have gotten to know each one of them very well, and I consider each one of them my friends.
I think the faculty provides excellent instruction. I everything is very thorough, very in-depth.
The faculty here at IUP are really, really strong. They're outstanding chefs and real outstanding instructors and faculty. They come here and they don't leave here usually unless they're going to retire. The strengths of our faculty have that industry experience combined with their delivery of education.
They truly do care like how far you go, and they want every one of us to succeed.
The small class sizes I believe it benefits the students because we're actually doing all the work. We're watching the chefs do it, we're learning how to do it, and then we're actually making everything.
The program is preparing me each day for what I should expect in the industry.
Our externship is at the end of our programs, and the reason for that is that the employers and the student can make a decision to stay on for permanent employment. The students have to research where they want to go. It's not just, and they find the placement. We're not just putting them out there. The chefs and the human resource people that come here to IUP to hire and interview our students are coming from some of the best resorts and properties in the world, not just in the nation.
I did my externship at Vanilla Pastry Studio in Regent Square, Pittsburgh. After I had completed my externship, I was offered a full-time position, and I am still currently working there.
Coming here to IUP made me look at food differently. It made me appreciate food a lot more.
Our students are focused, they're motivated, they're self-disciplined, they're passionate about what they're doing. We want our students to eat, think, sleep food 24 hours a day while they're here.
It definitely surpassed my expectations, and I'm really glad I came, and I can honestly say that I love this industry and that IUP prepared me for it.
Come back next week to learn more of the infinite opportunities at the state system's 14 universities, or visit us online.